we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Bitcoin. 5 years from now, what's it worth?
If we're right and companies continue to diversify their cash into something like Bitcoin, and institutional investors start allocating 5% of their funds towards, I'll just say Bitcoin for right now, because we did that, we framed it for Bitcoin, could be for other cryptos as well. We believe that the price will be tenfold of where it is today. So instead of 45,000, over 500,000.
If you could own Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some other crypto currency, and you could only own one, which would it be?
That is becoming a harder and harder question to answer. I think I'd default still to Bitcoin because countries are now deeming it legal tender. We haven't even put that into our thinking. Ether, however, is seeing an explosion in developer activity thanks to NFTs and DeFi. I'm fascinated with what's going on in DeFi, which is collapsing the cost of the infrastructure for financial services in a way that I know that the traditional financial industry does not appreciate right now. So it does have to move from proof of work to proof of stake. That transition is underway and seems to be taking hold. So here's how I'll answer that question. Our confidence in Ether has gone up dramatically as we've seen the beginning of this transition from proof of work to proof of stake. We'd still probably do 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ether.
For all of that to happen, do regulators, especially U.S. regulators, need to buy into this in a major way? I would also say that we just saw it in the last week. Brian Armstrong runs Coinbase. You have a stake in Coinbase, has now gotten into a somewhat bitter feud with the SEC over how the ability to offer effectively a yield product on some of these cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, will work.
Yes. I think regulators, our working assumption from the beginning was that, and this was based on meeting with them, meeting regulators, both state and local and federal, was that no regulator wanted to be blamed from preventing the next big technology breakthrough to happen in the U.S. And that has proven true. Now we've got Chairman Gary Gensler. I'm really happy he understands crypto and understands the merits of Bitcoin in particular. He is a regulator, though, and he's a hardcore regulator. What Coinbase did, I mean, I was shocked when I saw Wells notice. Are you kidding? They haven't even released the product. What is this? And I think what that Wells notice is doing, it's a call out by regulators saying, we got to discuss this stuff because this is happening very quickly. And I think we are going to bring courts into the system. This happened in Canada. A company called 3iQ sued the regulator there and won in court. So they were able to issue Bitcoin ETFs and closed-end funds and Ether as well. So I am beginning to think that Coinbase doesn't mind this at all. And if you saw the stock reaction, it hardly budged. Right?
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have Cathie Wood says that Bitcoin is going to hit 500,000 in 5 years. And guys, we know she's looking at the fourth industrial revolution. And is the fourth industrial revolution going to be built in 5 years? Yes, it is. But we know the fourth industrial revolution is for robots, algorithms, drones. And she talked about it in the longer clip, but I only took the portion about Bitcoin. But that's all she ever talks about is autonomous vehicles. She knows that automation is the future. But what's not said, and what I say it all the time, guys, I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. Cryptos mean hidden message. These cryptos are not for you. They're for the robots, algorithms, drones. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, the only way Bitcoin is getting to that amount is if the robots, algorithms, and drones are using it. But that's exactly what it's for. Of course, when it comes to the people, they'll be using USDC or whatever stable coins decide the United States and all other countries will be using the stable coins. But there is definitely a hidden agenda behind Bitcoin because we know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.